Welcome back. We are here for part 2 of finding the inverse, which would be on page 12 of your booklet. As a reminder, the inverse means that we are going to take all of the x's and all of the y's and we are going to switch them. Like this example down here. All of the y's become x's and all of the x's become y's. So that means that this equation and this equation are inverses. Let's look at some more examples. First thing I need to do is take the x's and the y's and I need to switch them. So this would become x equals 1/4 y minus 1. And we need to get the y by itself. So to do that, I'm going to start by adding 1 to each side. So x plus 1 equals 1/4 y. Now this part is a little tricky, and we've never really done this before in class. So when you have a fraction, like 1/4 in front of a y, to cancel it out, what we are going to do is multiply by the reciprocal. So we're going to multiply, and we're going to take this fraction and flip it over. So 4/1. We are multiplying by the reciprocal. The same thing on the other side. Multiply by 4/1. And since there are two numbers here, I have to do it to both numbers. So these two actually end up crossing out. The y is by itself. And now remember how this x has a 1 in front of it? So I'm going to take 1 times 4/1. And that makes 4. So I do 4x. Then for this part, I'm again going to take 1 times 4/1, which makes 4. So then I have plus 4. And there is my inverse. Example number 2. Remember, f of x is really the same as y. So we have y equals x squared. We're going to take the x and the y, and we're going to switch their spots. So it becomes x equals y squared. And we need to get the y by itself. So we need to think, what is the opposite of squared? Well, the opposite of squared is square root. So those cross out. Y equals the square root of x. Last example for this video. We're going to find the x and the y, and we're going to switch their spots. So x equals the square root of y plus 2. And now we need to get the y by itself. So the opposite of square root is to square. So x squared equals y plus 2. And now I can subtract 2 from both sides. So y equals x squared minus